Good afternoon. We're at Chamonix the day before the TDS, 120 kilometers, with the race directors for the new China Mountain Trails Devil's Reach Ultra, 70 kilometers. Welcome, Vital. Welcome, Etienne.
Thank you very much, Sergio.
It's a great news that we now have a most interesting ultra up in China, particularly in the Gobi Desert. Could you please let people know a bit more about China Mountain Trails, because you guys have already had an event in the Skyrunning World Cup. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah, we have had the Yading Skyrun. This race behind us.
Yeah, that's Mira Rai and
Scott
some other.
Walker, Longfei, Ruthcroft, and Soane.
Yeah, and from Spain, I remember you got Manuel Merillas and Azara running. Could be at Yading.
No, we didn't in the end.
Okay.
I think they had some other commitments or something like that. But we had Tadej Piv, the Casal brothers, Megan Kimmel, and Bim, an Nepalese guy who actually won the race in the men's category.
All right, so you've already been in the Skyrunning World Cup.
Yep.
Now this 70 kilometers, it's up in the Gobi Desert.
That's right.
How did you guys choose that spot? Because I mean, everybody has always dreamt about, running, let's say, the Tibet Plateau, the Gobi Desert.
Right. I think it was something that our boss, the owner of Migu Zenpower, found very interesting actually. He had done Racing the Planet. And they have a race that goes along there, and I think that he was quite inspired but wanted to create something slightly different, so that was kind of what started the China Mountain Trails series. This inspiration that he got from the Gobi Desert and how beautiful and diverse it is. In our 70-kilometer race, it's incredibly different. You sort of pass through these red canyons and then you go onto these flat desert plains, but then you can go into the mountains as well, where it's quite likely that even in September you'll see snow.
Funny enough,
very diverse.
We saw the teaser video with Megan Kimmel and Casey Morgan, Megan from Asics and Casey from Compressport.
Yes.
And the Badlands look very similar to a particular desert in northern Spain called Badlands Reales.
Right.
With the same kind of single track down those lands.
Yeah.
And what do you feel would be special for a European to go and discover the Gobi Desert as a runner?
I think the most amazing thing when you arrive in Gobi is how freestyle it is. You basically, when we arrived there for the first time, you look around the mountains, you can run everywhere. There are no trails. You just go off-road and anywhere you choose to go, you can go. So when we designed the trails, we designed them to be the most fun, and they wind down, you run up and down, and there's a lot of speed and there's a lot of technical descent and ascent.
Cool.
So I think
so it's not a flat desert run at all?
It is not a flat desert run. There is a lot of just great valleys and canyons and mountains and ridges. There's everything. It's just very diverse.
Okay. What would the temperature be, in the range? Because obviously deserts get very cold at night, very warm at day. What would the temperature be? Would it be an extra challenge? Or?
Potentially. It might start, like you say, very cold. Well, not very cold, but maybe it could start around 15 degrees Celsius, and towards the middle of the day, perhaps it could get as hot as 40 degrees Celsius.
All right.
On the plains and in the canyons. However, as you ascend, it's going to get significantly cooler. Actually, the last time we were there for a photo shoot in the recce, it was 40 degrees Celsius on the plains, and in the mountains it was snowing.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so very diverse.
We went up to 3,000 meters and we had to put our jackets on and then wade through a massive cold rain. So it's not only desert, it's so very different. Everywhere you go, the weather is different.
The altitude of the race, how much does it range or vary? For example, Leadville starts at 3,100 and tops at 3,800, but never goes below 3,000.
Okay.
And Yading was famous.
Yading was high. Yading went to 4,800. This isn't as high, but altitude will definitely be a factor as well. So I think the people that are acclimatized to altitude will do better.
What would be the ceiling?
It's 3,300.
About that, yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
and it starts around 1,800 meters.
1,800, so it's quite a good climb as well.
Yeah, there are
What's the total vertical climb?
just over 3,000 meters.
All right.
Yeah.
Good. And technical terrain. And what kind of support would the organizers, provide for the runners along the trail during this 70K?
Yeah, because it's our first race, we want to be sure that it's very safe and secure. So we'll have about, I believe it's up to 8 checkpoints.
I think it's 8
All right.
checkpoints.
So it'll be pretty comprehensive. We'll be providing a mix of Eastern and Western food because we want everyone to feel comfortable and so on. Hopefully we'll be providing tea and coffee and things like that at the aid stations.
Wherever we can.
Yeah, wherever we can. Obviously some areas won't have power, so that won't be possible. But yeah, just the usual sort of water, gels, isotonic drinks, etc.
Okay. And last but not least, being, China mountain trails, what's your feeling about the current Asia explosion for trail running? Because it's not only the number of races and, let's say natural landscapes open to runners, but also the Asian runners themselves are, proving their quality, not only the Nepalese, but Chinese, Japanese, running everywhere, some Malaysians as well.
Yeah.
So do you think this is here to stay? Do you think it might be a fashion?
No, I don't think so. I think it's here to stay. I think that the same thing as what you saw in America or the UK or even Europe. This sort of transition away from road running, perhaps, is probably happening in China. And you're seeing people like Long Fei, who can run a 2:13 marathon, transitioning to trails and just
Being fantastic.
yeah.
We are based in Hong Kong, and Hong Kong right now, you could really compare it to Chamonix right now, because wherever you look, you can meet a trail runner. We actually met so many of our friends here because all of them are willing to travel. A lot of people from Asia are willing to travel, and they're very into the sport, and the number of races in Asia itself is crazy. We have more than 70 races a year in Hong Kong, which is a small town. China has thousands of races right now. Some of them are not well known, but I think it's just exploding, and it is here to stay. And the thing that has to happen now is that the quality must match the world quality, and it's slowly happening. People are learning, and people are understanding, and that's what we aim to deliver, kind of, to create a race with the European quality in China, so people are safe, but they also have a challenge. Not too easy.
Wonderful. So great news. Carrerasdemontana.com will be there to cover it live. And let's hope it's just the beginning of a long trail.
Oh yes, we hope
Thank
so.
you very much.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
so much.
Sergio.